So it's been a very long time, but the new Goodman unit at the new house is finally installed, and I'm ready to go through the startup procedures. But I figured I'd show the system before I turn it on, because I gotta run back to my house to get filters because I forgot them. But I'm not too proud of this job. It was kind of done in a hurry. Yeah, this job was not done by me. I would have done a lot better, but it is what it is. I did design the system and coordinate the install, but it was not done the way I wanted it. But it's all said and over with, and everything will be fine. But here's the main return. It's a 20 by 30, and this is actually a ceiling grate, but I had to get what the supply house had. Like I said, I'm not too proud of this. This tape did not stick whatsoever, and that's going to be a big air leak right there. I'll have to put some screws in that. There's the main return. It's 18-inch flex. And this is the main return box. It's nice and deep and lined with metal, and it's got a big gap right here because somebody didn't put enough screws in it like I told them to. This is nothing like Project House. Project House was 50 times better than this. We go over here to the electric panel. We got a 50 amp breaker for the unit and a 60 amp breaker for the heat strips. Over here is the secondary return. It is a 16 by 20, and this one does have a filter in it. Yeah, that's not the world's best filter, but it will work. I don't know why I closed this up, because I did not show the inside of this. Now this box turned out a lot better than the other box. I went heavy on the mastic on this one, and it's very solid. And there is the 16-inch tap going into 18-inch flex. All the returns are 18. Actually, that's 14-inch going to 16, going to 18. And this right here, airflow goes this way. So I gotta go run and grab a big filter. The noise you hear in the background is the door moving because it's quite breezy. This is a cheap wall grate, and that is wet silicone. Okay. And I'm getting ready to wire up thermostat. So I'm going to wire up his thermostat. I got it already wired up out in the unit. I didn't have time to record the install and everything because everything's been so fast-paced and going crazy. Between the new building I recently bought and this place, I haven't had time to pick up a camera and record everything like I wanted to. Anyways, we're going to go through thermostat. This is a Emerson thermostat. It's here somewhere. Right here's the thermostat, and it is 91 degrees in here. I want that on off. It's a good thermostat. I kind of like it. I'm more of a Honeywell person, but it is what it is. I do have my impact here. Anyways, I'm going to wire up this thermostat real quick. I didn't bring my tripod because I'm doing this at like a really bad time for me. I've got a lot of things still left to do, so I don't know when this video will go out. But let me wire up this thermostat, get it done, go outside, get everything ready to turn this thing on because it's really hot in here. Alright, so thermostat is on the wall, and it's a nice looking thermostat. It's Emerson Sensi. And it's kind of warm in here. But we're not going to fire it up just yet because I got to run and grab a filter. But we'll look at the outside and inside the unit. And before I go any further into this video, anything you see me do in this video, do not attempt yourself. HVAC is best left to the professionals. I'm certified to do heating and air conditioning. I'm certified to do all this, so I know what I'm doing. Always leave it to the professionals, because this is something that regular homeowners should not be messing with their air conditioner. I put this unit in, or I got the unit, and like I said, I coordinated the install, but I did not physically install this unit. I did the electrical, wiring, thermostat, all of that I'm very happy with. We're down here in the unit. I've got the defrost. Now there's absolutely no power. The disconnect's in, but I'm going to treat this as if it was live. There's our contactor and capacitor, which is a very big capacitor in this thing. There's our defrost control board, or unit control board. We've got the defrost timer set to 90 minutes and the defrost type set to delay, which is smart shift, meaning it will turn off the compressor and defrost, reverse the flow of refrigerant, and turn it back on. I've got a condensate drain. This is just temporary until I can build a nice, decent one. It's missing the grommet here. I can get that. I'm looking at the schematic, trying to find the power wire going to the blower, and it looks like it's going to be coming off the blower here. It's going to be coming off contactor, which is this thing right here is your contactor. Red, black, and yellow is going to the compressor. So this must be PLB. Alright, this is the blower down here. You got the tap thing right there. This thing right here, PLFC, is control. So blow I really don't worry about. The blow motor FLA 5.8. Wow. Compressor 17.9. Condenser fan motor 1.4. So this is our condenser motor. It looks like coming off the run cap, it's going to be, or no, going out to the unit, it's going to be this purple wire. One of these two purple wires. I'll find it when I do the amp checks. But enough of this technical stuff. We're going to go, or I'm going to go grab an air filter. Man, this thing's got a flipping gigantic plug on it for something. I'm going to go grab a filter, put in there, because I'm not going to fire it up without a filter. And then I'll figure out something about a camera stand. I might bring a tripod, I don't know, but we'll get it turned on. It's a nice unit. The flashing is going to be done at a later date. My concrete guys poured the pad a little bit too short, which is no big deal. That wasn't supposed to be done like that. There's supposed to be a grommet there. It is what it is. This was supposed to be in seal tight. It is what it is. And this could have been done a lot better, but it is what it is. Like I said, I did not install this unit. I coordinated the install, and who I had put the unit in did not do it to my specifications. But I don't have the time to tear it out and do it again. And I don't like going under houses. I've been under this one probably 24 times. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking, go grab a filter, and turn this thing back on, or I should say turn it on to begin with. It's been a long day. Alright, we're one step closer to turning this thing on and wrapping up this project of Project New House, which has been going on since February. It's been an absolute nightmare with this house, and as long as I've been doing real estate, I've never had so many problems with this house, and I'm probably going to change this grate out to a wall grate, bar type, one of these days. This is going to aggravate me whenever I have to come in here and change filters, and I want to fix that probably tomorrow when I go to my shop and grab some sheet metal screws. But let me set the camera down and put in a brand new filter that I'm got for my house, for my unit, and I'm putting it in this house. I'm not even going to live here. For those wondering, no, this is not a rental house. This is something I did for a family member. Airflow, wire goes back towards here. Let's see if this fits right, and it does not want to stay in because this box is probably crooked. So there's what filter looks like. It'll get sucked on there. See, this is going to aggravate me. I've had enough aggravation for today. Back there's water heater. This was where that horribly designed air handler was, which I don't have the key to the storage unit or I would show it to you all, but there is the front panel or blower door panel from the old air handler, along with a gigantic roll of thermostat wire and spare parts up here. The wrong set of heat strips for the unit. Oh, them are down there. We'll just leave the trash for tomorrow. I'm going to walk out here and I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to see if this thing turns on, blows fire, throws a breaker, burns up wires. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it on. Then I'm going to check amp draw. And if everything's all good, I'll put the cover back on it and I can go home. Actually, no, I can't because I have to be over here at the trailer park doing other things, unfortunately, because that's my job. So disconnect is on. The other disconnect for the heat strips, it's going to stay up. I'm going to go flip the breaker and cut the thermostat on and hope this thing works. Well, if my test leads at the office blower's on, it's a good sign. So we can check blower amp draw. There's power. Something's rattling. I don't know what it is. 0.7 amps, that must be the blower wire. It's on low speed now. Okay, now we just play the waiting game. Noisy in it. Alright, let's check let's do our amp draws and everything. I think it's fan motor bad. We'll pull in 0.23 and it's 1.4 on the condenser fan. That's a purple wire, and we got a brown wire that goes to the fan motor. Well, that thing is making some noise. The compressor is 17.9 and it's the yellow wire. The compressor is yellow, black, and red. The compressor's a red wire down. 6.7 amps, so we're well within that range. Our fan motor is purple. I'm going to go button the cover back up and let this thing run until it makes water. I'm actually going to go get some water and fill this trap. So let's do that. But I don't know about that fan motor. Shut it off. I don't want this camera to touch anything. So start up shutdown on a brand new unit. So I'm gonna go turn it on one more time. And then go get some water, pour in the trap. We'll be good to go. Alright, so I turned it back on. It's gonna be a 5-minute delay, which will feel like 5 years. So I'm gonna go run and grab a little cup of water to prime that U trap with. It's not a P trap. And we'll come back. I'll try to find my infrared temperature gun. We'll do some temperature tests and be good to go. Alright, so this ain't the ideal way to check air temperature, but I can't find my K-type thermocouple, but this thing is blowing nice and cold. So 62 on this vent, and it's, wow, it's already pulled it down from 93 to 88. I'm gonna put it up to about 80, that way it doesn't run for very long. This vent right here's got really good airflow. Because there's a crossover right in under this vent, I do believe. Over here, if I can get this vent open and it's jammed, about the same. In the bathroom, this has really good airflow. 60, and it's 88 in here, so that's over a 20-degree difference. And I can feel a really good cool down in this living room area. This return is pulling really well, and it is really quiet. I can't get over how quiet that return is. You can see it pulling in the hair on my arm. I'm going to check the airflow here, and that has really good airflow. It's kind of medium on this part of the house. But nonetheless, it's really good airflow. About 60. And that unit's fairly quiet. I don't mind the noise it makes. This vent here has got really good airflow too. 62. Going back here in the back bedroom. This has a little weak on this side, but it's actually pretty good because this is towards the end of the run. There should have been a crossover here going over there, but we couldn't get to it. 64, 60, somewhere around there. But that's really good. 60. Going back here to the other bedroom, this got really good airflow on this side of the house. 57. You can hear it a little bit. I mean, it'll probably pull this floor in on it. That's a really strong return. We'll make sure that the breaker's not overheating. And it's not as room temperature. It's pulling some current though. Machine's gonna be done tomorrow. That's throwing off some heat. The fan motor's a little hot. Might just be dry bearings. I'm gonna pour some water in that trap. Disconnect's not overheating. Everything seems good. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. The new Goodman's finally in and working great. We'll see y'all next one. Bye for now. Other than the bad fan motor, that's actually getting really warm. I primed the trap, and it's pouring out condensation like a river. I mean, that's impressive, and it's washing the coating off the coil. But look at that. Now I didn't pour, but very little water in it, and got the floated on, put my hand on it, let it build up pressure, and out it went. I mean, that's impressive. I'm gonna have to fix that hole there. Might just put some tape over it. That's a lot of condensate. The water I poured in there is long gone. Anyways, this is a 3.5 ton 14 seer. It's got an aluminum condenser coil, aluminum evaporator coil. And oddly enough, the serial indicates it was manufactured May of 2020, right around the same time this house was built, which was May of 2020. So this unit was made for this house, apparently. But there's absolutely no air leaks under the house. I mean, this is one good sealed unit. And I feel it giving off, some cold. Like this is pulling back good. It's getting nice and cold. This is a supply. My bad. This is supply, and this top part's nice and cold, like it should be. There is a lot of water coming out of this thing. Returns nice and warm. I don't feel no leaks. All that under there is working great. I'm not going to crawl under this house again. Got some rust on the new unit. That fan motor's going to have to be replaced. Yeah, that motor's close. Sweaty, but man, that's a lot of water. Anyways guys, see you in the next video. I'm gonna go home now.